Danganronpaa taas. Täälläkin olisi vähän enemmän katsoja, niin saisi täällä vähän rupaa käydä. Nori.
Danganronpa.
No niin, eiköhän jatketa Class Trialin kaavaa ja mitäs mieltä olet? Mitäs mieltä sä olet tästä? Nyt päästään selvittää kuka tappoi se yhden äijän. Sitä oikeesti varmaan näissä peleissä hauskin kohta. Sade.
Now then, let's begin with a if you vote correctly, then only I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh?
No.
Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Siisti pinstrai. Puku sulla.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
What does that mean?
Odottanut tätä taas?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Koska se tapahtui sinne. Joo, mä tiedän jo nää.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Hey.
No, that's wrong.
No.
No? I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Kyllä.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was? Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
Teru.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to
Mä
what...
tiedän, että se on syyllinen. Mä tiedän, että Teru on syyllinen. Plus se on vitumainen pervo.
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
No ei.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right? Then,
Pervot saa
instead
pesän.
of knowing about it beforehand,
Ehkä.
maybe he saw it right at that moment.
Ehkä ei.
Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
Vittu Monokuma on se alfa täällä. Mä en tiedä miten käytetään.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table
Ei vittu.
during the blackout.
Se on.
That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong!
No. Kyllä tää kakkonen on vaan paras Danganronpa-peleissä. No niin onkin.
Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Ykköstäkään ei kyllä kannata aliarvioida.
He was using those
Niinku
night vision
ykkönen on
goggles
hyvä,
before.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus. No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Mitenkä niin?
Other way around?
Mitenkä niin toisinpäin?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Mitenkä sä sen voit todistaa? Juu, nää kaikki saatana ohjeet. Kyllä mä tiedän miten tää menee.
If you just use comet, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words! No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
No niinpä.
Definitely?
Ei kukaan muu ois voinut tuoda niitä saatana
Inside the
yöden kellaseja.
Striimi case Byakuya had with him during the party. We found a smaller case for storing their night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Kyllä ne romahti.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see.
When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like
No,
this,
kyllä
I'd
olet.
rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
No kyllä olet
You
outo.
totally mean that in a perverted way.
Mä en kyllä tervotarusta tykkää, se on... Mä en vaan siitä tykkää. Se ei oo niin vitun creepy.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Koska se vitun
Not
kirja.
only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you
Kyllä, koska
saying
me
he
löydettiin kirja.
predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You
Eikö
think
me
so
löydettiin
too?
kirje sieltä
Right,
sen vitun
Hajime?
mökistä? Tämä.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this? Hey, the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet.
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
Aivan.
Strong sense of responsibility as our leader receives energy.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter? Well, obviously, the killer.
Hä?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Totta kai.
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was
Jos oikeesti
indeed wearing those
Kazuichi on niin
goggles,
se
how did the
simppaa
killer
Soniaa.
manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the
Sonia.
murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Niin kun se oli hehkuvaa maalia.
I see!
Siinä puukossa ja teipissä.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
Painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
Not the killer.
Ei.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Ei hypätä johtopäätöksiin ihan vielä.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Vittu.
Crap! Since Peko was in the office,
Kenen se on?
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? What?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
I agree with
Oikein.
that.
Se oli tuona.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
And yet,
Sanoo se,
like
kello
that
on
at all.
hassu Sonia.
Hikomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started.
Vai oliko se ovi
And it
ihan
was
vaan
finally
jumissa
freed up
Komaru?
after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Yeah.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
Joo.
I see. So there's no way
Sorry,
anybody
mitkä on
else could have
sun,
locked themselves in the bathroom except
Mikä
Peko.
on sun ajatukset tähän Class Trialiin? Vai
I guess that
pata?
would be...
Kumpi täällä ikinä
Locked
onkaan vielä?
yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Hiljaa
Stop it.
tervetuloa.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Saattaapi olla. Kyllä mä ajattelin ihan sattumaa.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that! Laxatives would ruin the taste!
Vittu.
Crap!
Did you eat anything?
I don't remember eating. Now that you brought food to the office, just a little bit from...
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong!
Ei. Ihan väärin.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the
Niinpä.
food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
Niinpä.
I
Sitä
feel
mäkin
totally
mietin.
fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering!
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Trashy skank?
Se oikeesti tytöt on välillä niin hulluja oikeesti. Aivan oikeesti välillä. Aivan oikeesti.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Ei niin.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you. Did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote control?
Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, did they throw a stone?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote...
Probably...
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Vittu, mitä oppia hillittää
Who tripped the breaker? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop...
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote...
Probably...
It does not have to be. They may have tampered with... Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that.
Joo, niin. Ei kun niin joo, ne vitun silitysraudat oli kaikki päällä.
Just as Mahiru said, the blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it.
Se oli kolme
Which is why
silitysrautaa,
those
ne oli
3
kaikki
irons were
päällä.
arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Huh?
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause... If the irons caused, then the killer had to go to the storage room before and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Väärin.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to
Jos saan
11:30
kysyä, niin
p.m.
mitenkö mulla menee teidän mielestä?
I
Yleisön
see.
mielestä.
When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
Indubitably?
Siinäpä iso
They
sana.
probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
Ei kannata syyttää itseä.
The breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Nee.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys. There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Mistä tää äijä puhuu?
What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, for the air conditioners, setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
go on.
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killing. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
No.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already!
Damn.
I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Mitä sä puhut,
There are no
Nagito?
clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think...
Did you say something?
We've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero is...
Jos saa kysyä yleisöltä, niin mitenkä... Jos olet tykännyt tässä pelissä tähän mennessä.
Diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Häh? Joo. Ja mä muistan tuon.
Crap! Crap! Crap!
Okei. Oh god.
Crap! Crap! Crap!
Mä uhkaasin sen.
Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Aivan oikein.
I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
Ei, koska se johto, mikä siitä lähti.
There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Silleen ne pystyy nyt liikkumaan sen.
I can prove it with this.
Oikein.
They didn't turn the desk lamp
Pidetään
on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right?
Niin, ihan
By
oikein.
doing that, the killer was able to move
Just
to
näin.
the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Nagito. Nagito käytti sitä johtoa. Ja voit tunnistella tiensä lampun.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to
Meikä
hide the
mä
knife
vessassa,
under the
mä
table?
annan tän pyörien autopilotin.
Crap!
Sahti. Ei tää näin mennytkään.
I see!
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
It's one right after another. I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Monokuva OMG. Oh my god.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Se on osa hulluksi. Joo.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
Joo.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But
Ehkä
I
vähän.
never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
Hetkonen. Musta tuntuu, että Nagito ei ollut se, kuka tappoi sen. Koska ne haavat, minkä se Byakuya sai, oli niin ohuet tai no niin pienet.
Byakuya performed
Ei mikään puukko ois voinut aiheuttaa niin pieniä haavoja.
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
On liian fiksu tälle pelille.
Outrageous. There's no way someone like me could lie to you guys. I understand that.
Siis ei mikään puukko voi tehdä niin pieniä haavoja. Mä oon liian fiksu tälle pelille. Mun muistaakseni ne haavat taisi olla halkasijaltaan 5 senttiä. Tää on se ase. Joo, ne haavat oli joku 5 sentin säteisiä. Tai no halkaisia. Menisikö baari, jos Jenni Vartijainen olisi siellä esiintymässä? En mä varmaan, kun mä en edes tiedä, kuka vittu Jenni Vartijainen on.
He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Niin en menis baariin, jos Jenni Vartijainen olisi siellä esiintymässä.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that...
Juu, mä niinku arvelin, että se on laulaja, mutta mä en oo kuullut se yhtään biisejä. Siinä se oli se, että en menis.
Threatening letter?
Sä sanoit sanan esiintymässä. Ja baari, kun baarissa yleensä soi musiikkia.
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions. In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
No, ei mulle.
That reminds me.
Ei mulle tunnetuimpia.
Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Jos mä aion saada tässä streamista Class Trialin valmiiksi.
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
Jos mä pystyn striimaan tätä peliä 5 tuntia toissa yönä, niin kyllä mä tänäkin yönä myös pystynyt.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about
Tää en mä varmaan aio ihan niin kauan.
What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
I see! You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Yeah.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
Issare, jos mä oon päässyt näin pitkälle näin pienessä ajassa, tarkoittaa sitä, että mun muisti on ihan perkeleen hyvä. Sen mä just muistin. Tai sen mä niinku just tunnistin. Että mä muistan paremmin ja mä oon kyllä fiksumpi miltä mä näytän. Sen mä just tajusin, hei. Jos mä oon päässyt näin pitkälle näin pienessä ajassa.
I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed? The despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn code already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Ei ihan vielä.
Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this?
What do you say? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Yeah.
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Siis Sari, mä tiedän, että tää kaikki tällä hetkellä niinku plays into sun epäilyihin, mutta ei. Nagito ei tappanut sitä äijää.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know,
Niin.
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hit. No, that's wrong.
Ihan väärin. Se tiesi, että Nagito.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikon?
Okei, tässä epäilet sitten, Sare.
The hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
Ei, ne vitun haavat.
but based on the entry on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
I fucking knew it. Mä vittu tiesin sen. Sano Siis jos kuuntelit aiemmin ja mä puhuin, niin niin siinä pisteessä olisi pitänyt sanoa, että sano mun sanoneeni.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Esim. Varras.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Huh. Oi ei. Oi
Why are
ei.
you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
Oikein, Nagito.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who's...
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off!
Siis mä en oo
What
vaan
happened during
ikinä
the
kuullut
blackout?
siitä.
If you cross your...
Mä pidän mun tarkan olinpaikan ihan
Eyes
salaisuutena,
like
hei.
this? It gives you double vision!
Don't get distracted! Our lives are at stake, you know?
Voi, että Michael
life is
tuli
at
myös
stake?
ihan myös.
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark. No matter how hard you think about it, the truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor?
Mä en oo vaan ikinä kuullut Jennistä.
No, that's not it. Not it? What's not it?
Vaan mä paljon suomalaista musiikkia kuitenkaan kuuntelen. Ei oo vaan niinku mun maku. Joo, mäpä pistän. Siis yritin sanoa, että mä en oo vaan ikinä kuullut Jennistä ja mä en muutenkaan kuuntele niitä suomalaista musiikkia muutenkaan niin paljon, niin... Mä en oo oikeesti vaan kuullut Jennistä.
Crap!
Joo. Missäs me oottekaan? Eikö niin joo. Vitun. Oikeesti mä en vaan kestä tota saatanan kuvaa. Mikä nähtiin viime kerralla. Embarrassing pose. Oikeesti mä en vaan vittu kestä tota. Mun on oikeesti pakko vaan katsoa pois kun mä näen ton. Se on vaan niin vitu awkwardia. Ihan sama. No, tietääkö ne on kuuma? Vittu! Ei! Se vaan näyttää niin... Vittu, miten mä sanon ton? On vaan niin vitun kiusallista nähdä tuo tolleen. Siinä se.
Crap!
Vittu.
Crap!
Saatana. Vittu mä en pysty nyt yhtään keskittyä tuon sateen-kommentin takia.
Crap!
Helvetti. Tuo niinku threw me off. Kun sun kommenttisade.
I can prove it with this.
Vihdoin! Sehän se oli.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it.
Niin.
Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a
Ei ehkä
sec.
tietää ne
I'll
on
go
kuuma.
along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
Oikeesti mä en kestä tätä saatana. Mä en oikeesti kestä tätä saatanan penikkaa.
Deep with your knife of truth.
Please, joku tappakaa seuraavaksi.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
Tää saatanan kakaraa.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Joko. Siis joka kerta kun se puhuu, niin se mua vaan ärsyttää.
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well,
Oikeesti mä en vittu kestä tätä saatanan penikkaa. Se on vittu Joko.
as a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Joo.
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
Niin. Jos mä
What the
muistan
hell? What's going on here?
Jos mä muistan ekassa striimissä, kun Sade niitä epäili tätä Nagitoa niin vitusti. Ja nyt se sanoi, että ja nyt sä sanot, että sä tiedät, että se ei tappanut sitä. Mitkäs on nää sun syyt näihin, Sade? Vai oliks ne mun selitykset siinä, että miten se ei voi olla? Sanoin vaan meemille, kun se oli aina jokainen käsissä.
This is...
No joo.
Ow!
No juu. Ymmärrettävää.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you
Mutta
guys.
sä ymmärrät, miksi mä oon niin skeptical tästä näistä sun kommenteista, vai? Sä niinku ymmärrät vai mitä? No vaan Nagita aina nimi. No joo. Joo, mä en edes muistanut noissa suluissa. Jostain vitun syystä. Joo.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
Tai juu, mutta nyt kun näiden nimet on ihan täysin nähtävissä, niin nyt Nagito ei oo ainoa nimi, jonka tiedät. Vai?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party,
No ihan täysin näkyvillä.
hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that?
Tai juu.
Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Esim tässä.
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair?
Tai juu, nyt Nagito ei oo ainoa nimi, jonka tiedät. Vai?
You can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you
Yep.
guys are the symbols of hope.
Kyllä. Jep. Jep. Joo, kyllä mä tiedän mitä sä tarkoitat. Takaus näihin.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
No ja sama arvataan.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You're so
Joo.
evil!
Vittu mä... Joo.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Onks sä ihastunut vai?
The
Vai
group's
miksi niin
leader
on?
Byakuya got killed, and his father
Kortion pois
believed
mä
it,
kyllä tiedän.
'cause
Mutta mä en
believe
muista
in
niinku yhtään niitten
everyone.
biisejä. Mä oon vaan kuullut sen nimen.
So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Tai jos oon kuullut,
Well,
niin mä en
what
muista
now?
niitä.
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Kyllä,
Is there
Mika.
something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I think Nagito looks,
No joo.
you know, clean.
Purtiin pois sen seksuaalinen.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
I'm not talking about your
Toinen
looks.
celebrity crush. Joo. Nyt mä tajusin.
I see.
Koska Nagitossa ei oo yhtään veritahroja.
Are you
Sen
trying to
takia
say
se ei
something
ole.
like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Aivan oikein.
Yes, that's it. Because under the...
Siis oikeesti mä oon liian fiksu tälle pelille oikeessari. Vai mitä sä oot tässä mieltä? Juu.
Table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
Nee.
If he stabbed Byakuya
Yo.
to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something
Nee.
to block the blood, didn't you?
Ei.
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been?
Siis pitääkö tää peli mua tyhmänä kysymällä näitä
I guess we
kysymyksiä?
did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Kyllä. Vai yrittääkö se vaan muistuttaa mua, vaikka mä kyllä muistan? Koska tietenkin se oli tämä.
I can prove it with this.
Pöytäliina.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then what does it mean?
Hetkonen. Siinä lattiassa oli välejä, mitkä olisi ollut tarpeeksi isoja sille murha-aseelle. Nyt mä tajusin. Nyt mä sälin jotain hokaa sinne. Se tappaja oli varmasti lattian alla. Ei pöydän alla, vaan myös lattian alla.
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Terve. Kyllä.
No.
Niin lattian
There's no
alla.
mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody. So there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
Siis onks tää mun logiikka ihan paskaa vai puhunko mä ihan paskaa vai puhunko mä totta? Tappaja oli lattian alla. Se ihan paskapuhetta, koska Koska siinä vitun lattiassa oli just tarpeeksi välejä. Tai tarpeeksi isoja välejä, mitä mä muistan. Elikkä siis, puhunko mä ihan paskaa vai onks mä ihan vai onks mä ihan oikeassa?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
Siis niinku oikeesti, mä en oo hullu, mä lupaan. Mä en oo hullu.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
Joo, mä muistan tää siitä ekassa pelissä, kun mä oon pelannut tätä vähän aiemmin. Hangman's Gambit. Vittu, miten tää meni? Shit, mä en muista mitä tää meni. Vittu. Vittu.
We will never give up.
Kyllä haluan kokeilla uudestaan. Vittu. Oikeesti saada. Mä nyt muistan, että miten tää on. Helvetti. Siis mä en nyt muista. Ja aika loppui. Saakeli. Saamari. Saakeli. Mä en nyt oikeesti muista miten tää peli. Tuo minipeli oli vaan niin vitun perseestä.
Well, I see.
Tuo skipataan. Siis vittu taas.
I can prove it with this.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room.
Ja Me nähtiin nämä jo. Skipataan. Kokeillaan se sitten uudestaan. Ruokaa mitä missä. Et paljon missä sit vaan sen miten mä... Missä sit vaan sen mitä mä mokasin ihan vittuna tossa. Tässä vitu Hangman's Gambitissa. Sen saa vaan missä sit. Helvetti. Niin mä olin taas vitun lovin. Vittu mä oon surkea tossa vitun Hangman's Gambitissa.
We will never give up!
Jumalauta. Come on. Juu, sitä sä Sade missasit, että mitä mä oon ihan surkea tässä Hangman's Gambitissä. Helvetti. Oikeesti mä en vittu tiedä mitä tää peli toi. Taas.
We will never get.
Oikeesti vittu.
Give up.
We will never give up!
We will never give up!
Wait. Onks tää striimissä edes ketään? Helvetti. Saakeli. Vittu.
We will never give up!
Ei kun niin joo, vittu mä oon tyhmä. Nyt mä tahokaasin. Vittu, mä oon ollut tyhmä tää koko ajan. Tän koko ajan. Vittu, mä oon ollut tyhmä tän koko ajan.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. But from where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know. Crap!
Vittu, mä oon ollut tyhmä tän koko ajan. Mä en tajunnut miten pelata tätä. Aha.
Crap!
Saamari.
You're the only one!
Eiku niin joo.
Hey Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Kyllä.
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Pidetään 5 minuutin tauon, koska musta tuntuu, että mä vähän tarviin sitä. Pikkunen tauko vaan. Tää hakee muutenkin jotain juotavaa ja... muutenkin. Ja jatkuu. Nyt jatkuu.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation.
Mutta nyt sillä on.
And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So,
Pöydän alla, mutta ei pöydän alla.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
Säde, sillä on hamstereita.
This is the evil
Sillä on hamsuja.
fourth eye. Before the might of the evil fourth eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, jumping the underground, lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands! Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it.
Niin, Säde.
If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
Mitä sä oot miettinyt tähän mennessä tästä?
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him!
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Niin Säde. Vittu, kenenkä se oli?
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach. During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Saatana.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Vittu.
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the...
But when the party nobody saw you. That means you have no
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach. During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Saatana.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking...
But when the party started, nobody saw you. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you. That means you have no alibi.
Vittu, kenen se oli? Saanko mä pelannut tätä liikaa?
We will never give up!
Vittu, mitenkä mulla ei mene?
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the fucking...
But when the party started, nobody saw you. That means you have no alibi.
Saatana.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Saatana.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking...
But when the party started, nobody saw you. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Saatana.
During the party, the kid was lurking under the...
And they could have stared at without going to the storage room.
Is that true?
Don't act like I'm the...
But when the party nobody saw you. That means you have no alibi.
Miten se meni?
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
Saatana.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no...
No, that's wrong!
Joo. Niinhän tää meni.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. I saw
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party? It was probably during the blackout. Well, If someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Jännittääkös yleisö, että miten tää menee?
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
The hallway was really dark during the moving to the storage room. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Juu, siinä se. Siinä se oli.
I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
Nyt mulla alkaa taas mennä hyvin. Ahaa, se vittu käsihella. Vittu käsihella.
Portable stove?
The portable stove
Vai
isn't
mikä
powered by
vittu se onkaan
electricity,
suomeksi?
and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
A hole?
Mitenkä niin?
What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail. Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Hyi.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
Totta kai.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words.
Siinä sä oot väärässä.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Palo-ovi.
There should have been a wall that blocked light.
Vitun
I'm talking about
palo-ovi.
the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
Sä tykkäät tässä mun ajattelussa. Näiden juttujen aikana. Tai no mitä yleisö ajattelee muutenkin.
You're the only one!
Ahaa. Nyt mä tajusin.
Could it be you?
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply
Come
my
on, the
assumption.
facts are on
But
the
if you have an
table.
objection, please speak freely.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you, for the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Hiljaa, Hyoko.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light. And that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they
Koska se
shined the
maali.
light on Byakuya, right? The
Koska se
plan would have been
hehkuva maali,
ruined if
mikä
you
oli siinä
noticed.
puukossa ja teipissä.
That's right. What do you think about that?
Sen takia se pystyy näkemään.
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
Mä sanoin.
A shining liquid in the dark?
Sitä samaa maalia.
Super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Just niin. Nyt mä tiedän.
I can prove it with this.
The
Sanoin.
mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
Just niin.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
Just niin.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer
Nyttekö te
knew
idiotit
about
vasta
Nagito's
alatte
plan all
tajuamaan tässä pelissä?
Well, Teru!
Nyttenkö nää saatana
Seriously,
idiotit
I don't know
alkaa
anything.
tajuamaan?
Really? I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
Toki.
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what?
Niin ja se keittiö ja varasto on epäilyttävän lähellä toisiaan. Vai? Vai mitä?
Did Ibuki here during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
Kuin tyhmiä nää on.
Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
Niinpä.
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well,
Nyt,
it's not that
nyt
far to move
tossa ei
along the
jotain
wall from the
oikein.
kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds
Tossa
fishy.
argumentissa ei ole kyllä jotain
If I
oikein.
remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat. So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way!
Hyi.
You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
Sieltä varastosta pääsee sinne lattian alle. Ja sieltä lattia-alta voi päästä sinne vitun huoneeseen.
No, that's not it.
Kuin tiivis sä olet?
Why
Nagito.
do you keep falsely accusing me?
Siis Nagito, kuin vitun tiheä sä oot?
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope? Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Vittu.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
Vittu.
Let me ask you, did you go to the store?
There's no way I was somewhere total. I definitely heard. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Let me ask you again, did you go to the store?
There's no way I was somewhere total. I definitely heard Tara. It's handsome.
Maybe it was record.
Nope, definitely a.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Siinä se oli.
Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
Oli se alla.
Why?
Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
But...
I see.
Ei muttia.
So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout. I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
Miksi sen ääni muuttui?
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout,
Oi
he should have been there
vittu.
after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh?
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
Oh, is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
I probably can.
Oh, you again!
Vittu. Saatana. Helvetti. Saatana. Niin jo, mä käytin tän jo. Helvetti. Kysymys. Söre. Tai no, ketkä ikinä täällä onkaan. Hittu. Mitäs se ootte mieltä tässä kaikesta? Saatana.
We will never give up!
Kyllä haluan kelaa uudelleen.
Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
Huh? Why?
Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right?
Joo.
So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
I see.
Is that true, Teru?
Can you... I told you to wait a second! What?
Joo. Tää skipataan jo.
I can prove it with this!
Joo.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time.
Whoa, what?
Don't...
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
It was a pretty clever way of
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
It? You can't answer,
Hey.
Huh? That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no
Sepä
way it would slip from your
epäilyttävä.
mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Siinäpä epäilyttävä.
Even so... Nagito! Say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up?
Yeah.
What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
Joo.
No murder weapon hadn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore.
No en
It
minäkään.
appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Ei.
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Varras.
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Oh god, tätä taas. Come on, ärrää. Niin. No niin. Come on. No jumalauta. Mä sanoin, että se oli se.
That's it. The weapon must be the iron skewer.
Niin.
Huh? The iron
Niin
skewer?
just.
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron
Niinpä.
skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Mä sanoin.
Hey, Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne?
Huh?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
Ei. Roskaaminen on sääntöjä
Has a no littering
Niin.
rule.
Roskaaminen on sääntöjä vastaista.
The island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the
Chatissa
old
ollaan
building.
kyllä aika hiljaisia.
He obviously hid it somewhere in the old building. It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Oh! Whoa!
No niin. Niin, ollaanko valmiita? Ollaanko valmiita tähän chatissa? Tai säde? Ookos valmiina? No niin. Ai Captain. Kyllä. Joo. Elikkä nyt tää on jonkinlainen rytmipeli.
What the hell you even saying, you stupid cutter, hey?
He said,
Oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out.
Tuo Hangman's Gambit meni nyt paremmin kuin ajattelin.
I'm not hiding anything!
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm not hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
No niin, tästä lähtee.
Shut up, Vince! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! Shut up!
No niin.
Where would the weapon be?
Siinä se on.
I don't know! Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Where would the weapon be?
Vittu.
Shut up! That's impossible!
Nyt mulla alkaa mennä tää rytmi.
Nonsense! Where would the weapon be?
Vittu. Mä tiedän miten se sana menee, mutta mä en nyt saanut sieltä vielä, että missä järjestyksessä meni. Joo, aloitetaan uudessa. Skipataan. Skippiä.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be? This is the end!
Nyt mä sain sen. Joo, tää kokkee ei ole se tappaja.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
Mä sanoin viime striimissä.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything.
Issade, jos sä muistat, niin mä vittu sanoin viime striimissä sen.
But in fact,
Se oli se vittu luu siellä lihassa.
out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now!
So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, One of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Huh?
Missä vitussa se monokuma on?
I'm right here!
Kattokaa se.
I'm already eating it!
A bear that eats meat! Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
Oh, what is this? So yummy!
Damn it!
Että
That's
nyt,
my meat!
nyt tuli itsellekin
Never
vähän
eaten
nälkä.
anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
Missä mä no... Sade mulle tuli nyt itsellekin vähän nälkä.
Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat.
Komeat 3 tuntia taas.
Isn't that
Mitäs vittua mä sanoin?
An iron skewer? Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Hey.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
You're nothing but a bunch of poor loudmouth bad food eating hicks.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Never said a word about cooking on your grave.
I guess we need to settle this, once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
So, we need to do it.
Sade. Tästä vittu lähtee. Ootko nää valmis tähän? Vittu. Häh? Saakeli.
We will never give up!
Saakeli. Jumalan kautta. Niin nyt ollaan. Ollaanko tähän viimeiseen kohtaan valmiita nyt? Pitää kuulla kaikilta, ketkä täällä on. Tämä on se viimeinen.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started.
No niin, tästä alkaa se paras kohta. Ei muuta kuin katellaan vaan.
Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel.
Ja kuunnellaan hyvää musiikkia tässä myös.
He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of the threatening letter he received.
Mä rakastan tätä musiikkia, mikä tässä on. Siis kuuntele tätä musiikkia, mikä tässä on. Tästä biisistä ollaan
Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion.
Mitä oot saada mieltä tässä biisistä, mikä tässä taustalla soi?
They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan.
Ja nyt saa myös oikeesti selville, kuka tappoi sen. Me tiedetään jo, mutta silti pitää kysyä, ootko valmis saamaan tietoa, että kuka se on? Ollaanko valmis saa tietää?
A murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point. or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table,
Ootko sä valmis tietää, että kuka se on? Kuka tappoi ton äijän? Ei. Tai no tiedetään varmaan jo. Tai kuka sen tappoi. Ollaanko valmis saamaan syypää kiinni? Säde.
If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabs straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime.
Ollaanko valmiita nappaamaan se tyyppi? Säde, ootko sä valmis? Saamaan tää syypää kiinni. No tietämään kuka se on. Et tuu ole yllättynyt, mutta...
Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
Joo, et tuu varmaan ole yllättynyt, mutta... Nyt saa tietää kuka se oli.
Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
Juu, se oli tuo äijä.
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
Arvasin ensin se ikuisuus. Joo. Oli ihan pakko.
This is the end.
I just had to confirm, you know. I just had to confirm, you know. Ei minkäs mä saan arvosanaksi tästä. Okei, ei paha.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote,
Sade piti olla ihan niinku
eat
varma.
you up just like that meat from earlier.
You know.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Jee, oltiin oikeassa.
Correct!
Yahoo!
No, 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 no.
You...
You've got it wrong. Hey!
Mä tykkään Nagitosta. Kyllä hahmona.
When that happened, he...
You caught me?
What? Hey!
Ah.
Impossible!
Mm-hmm.
Well...
What?
Joo.
Amazing!
Mhm. Joo, mä annan yleensä sun lukea nämä.
No, 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 no.
See?
You're kidding, right?
Vittu toi nauru.
Wait, no way, no way!
Hey.
No siis.
See?
Don't fuck with me!
What? Amazing!
Joo. Että sillä viisi.
Great!
Että sillä viisi.
What's going on?
What's going on? That's wrong. So...
Well...
What?
You're right.
Hey!
However...
Whoa!
Nee.
Nope. Perhaps...
Niin sitä se yritti, joo. On samaa mieltä.
I will guide you all.
Niin joo, tosiaan.
Why?
Niin justiinsa.
Such despair.
No way.
Someone like me? How unexpected. Well...
Mä oon striimannut tässä ihan komeat 3,5 tuntia.
Isn't that right? Right? Man.
Joo, ihan komeat 3,5 tuntia tässä just striimattu.
Impossible! Shut up!
Siis mä oon niin invested tähän peliin, että kyllä mä pystyn vaikka 6 tuntiakin, jos mä haluan, mutta... mulla on kouluun mennä huomenna, niin ei voi oikein myöhään valvoa.
Hei!
Onneksi mulla on ensi viikko lomaa. Mä voin striimata vaikka läpi viikon. Ihan helposti. Läpi viikon pystyn striimailemaan ja tekee videoita.
No.
Siinä on semmonen kiva juttu, hei.
Hey! Impossible! That's... Hey! Why you?
Ei kukaan saa pelastaa nyt Terutaru.
Wrong! No.
That is... Why? Answer me.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Huh? Oh no.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oi ei.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
Oh no.
That's why I need to go home! Hey!
Oh.
Damn it! Wrong! That's why I wanted to go home!
Jumalauta.
Fine.
I'm sorry. I think I'm the one who went crazy.
So... Yahoo!
You can't!
Jeez, get out of my way!
Taas monomia vetään turpaa.
Well now.
Wait!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Hey! Please!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Okei, tätä...
Lies! I won't believe this!
Tätä mä oon ottanut kukuuta nousevaa. Ensimmäistä surmausta. No niin, Sade, ollaanko valmiita tähän? No niin. Sieltä vähän friteerattua. Se kirjaimellisesti friteeratti.
Extreme!
so cruel.
What? No.
What are you saying?
Nice!
Nice.
Hmm?
Tässä olit sä tuosta mieltä.
You...
Tuossa mitä nähtiin.
Bastard!
What?
Not fair.
Of course.
Brutal. Joo, niinku jokainen kuolema tässä pelissä.
Huh?
So cruel!
Then... Stupid!
Such despair.
You.
Crap!
Nope.
Don't fuck with me! What?
Someone like me?
Taas tuo nauru.
Hey. Great!
You fiend.
Hey!
Well... This is exciting!
You pissed me off.
What? How unfortunate. Isn't that right?
Se oikeesti, jos mä oisin tehnyt tässä läpipeluun, tästä olisi tullut jo joku 8 tai 9 jaksoa jo. Ehkä jopa 10kin jo. Se oikeesti Danganronpat on liian pitkiä läpipeluulle mulle ainakin. Wow. Mä tarvisin ainakin joku 50 tai 60. Ei, ehkä jopa 80 jaksoa ennen kuin mä saan yhdenkään pelin läpi videoilla.
Let me ask.
Ei mulla oo rost.
You fiend.
Well?
Miksi niin?
Perhaps. I am sorry. Yes.
Like... Jeez.
Mietin vaan, kun jos sulla olisi ollut se, niin olisi...
Well?
Joo. Ois ollut kyllä.
Right? But...
Mulla kyllä Daisyta.
I'm gonna do it!
Fine.
No. Oliko sä tän jälkeen voisi striimaa jotain Dead Spacea joku tunnin? Tai jotakin. Vaikka joskus on marrassa. Katsotaan. Katsotaan, jos mä tässä vuoden loppupuolella, ensi vuoden alulla hommaa. No, katsotaan. Kyllä ainakin ensi kesän asti aion hommata.
Is someone watching me?
Tai ensi kesään mennessä. Eka chapteri valmis. Dead Man's Party. Juu, puutikku. Tai puukeppi.
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything.
Joo, sillä se menee.
Told this directly, you'd know it just by looking at the world around us. The internet, TV, and newspapers are overflowing with hopeful messages that say exactly that. But people who can't win, people who don't try to win, people who try their best and still can't win, they are all worthless trash. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who are born with worth, and everybody else. No matter how hard a lowly human tries, they will never be the same as someone who was born worthy. They say that effort breeds success, but that's a complete lie. The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog. No matter how much a penguin tries, there's no way it will ever soar through the sky. Which means unworthy humans will never become worthy, no matter what they do.
Onks tää hullua vai ihan psykopaattista juttua sanoa, että I can see that? It's like, I can see that.
People with talent don't become talented. They're just born with their abilities right from the start.
No okei, tuon kanssa mä en kyllä oo yhtään samaa mieltä.
That's right. Just like you guys. That's why I have so much respect for you all. Just so you know, what I feel is different from admiration. Admiration is wishing you could be like the object of your admiration. But what I feel is not so self-serving.
Okei, ton kanssa mä oon vähän samaa mieltä.
How should I put it? What I feel is more pure. More like a selfless love that wants nothing in return. So, I want you guys to believe me when I say, I don't mind if you kill me. But if that happens, I want you to let me help. I don't care if the killer survives, or if everyone but the killer survives. I just want both sides to do their very best. I want to see with my own 2 eyes the absolute hope that lies ahead. Yep, I'm really lucky. Someone as insignificant as me will be there when hope and despair collide and unleash their energy. So please, let me help you. If you're planning to kill me, I would be honored to help you carry out your plan. I want you to use me as a stepping stone so everyone can shine. I want you to kill me in a way that befits...
Joo, mä voisin oikeesti lopettaa tän tähän. Niin. Moro, mä pidän joku vartin tunnin ja sitten striimaan Dead Spacea taas. Mä otan joku vartin tauon. Varttitunnin tauon, joo. Moi moi. Nähdään seuraavassa striimissä. I guess.